Hello Lobos and Canvas learners. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a content page and how to add text, images, and videos to that content page. I'll also show you how you can use some of the text features such as headers and resizing your text. Alright, let's get started. Normally, I add my content page directly at the module level, but for this video, I am going to show you how to add it from the sidebar and then come back and add it to your module after. Alright, so click on Pages, and you can see I don't have the page I need, so I'm going to say plus page, and that's going to create a new blank page already open for me, and I'm going to enter the title here. Alright, so I'm going to cover three things in this video. I'm going to cover text, I'm going to cover images, and I'm going to cover video. Because I'm going to cover three different areas, one of the things that I can do is I can actually change those from the default setting, which is just paragraph, and actually change these to headings. By changing these to headings, I've just made this page more accessible to my students who might have a screen reader. I can now come back in and add my regular text under my heading that says text. And that's just your basic, just typing into a Word document here. So I can adjust the size. 12 point is the default. I can go up to 36. Sometimes I'll change it to 14, just kind of depends on how the page looks, but it is important if you have large blocks of text or different areas of information to use your heading features, because that will make it more accessible for your students who may have screen readers. It will actually identify these as headings and alert the students to that. Let's look at how we can hyperlink our text as well. So here's my regular text. Let's say I wanted my students to read an article. I would come right here to this link icon. Right here. That link icon. And I have a drop-down option. It gives me two options, external links and course links. External links would be your traditional link, so if I wanted them to go to read an article from CNN or from Brain Pop or from News ELA. If I had an article that I didn't embed but I wanted to link out to, that's where I would paste that link. The other option here was in course link. This is actually going to let me link back to items within my own course, so I could actually link to another page from the previous page. So if you were referencing previous content, you could say refer back to this page on blah 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 and actually link to that page. So that's how you add links within a content page. Now let's look at how you add images. So images right here are going to be added from this icon, which is a pretty standard image graphic right there. Have three options: upload, course images, and user images. I don't currently have any images in my course, so I'm going to go to upload image. Within upload, I have three new additional options as well. The first one is to upload an image from my computer. This will probably be the one you use the most often, but I can also use Unsplash, which is a search engine, and these are free to use, so Common Core, common license that you can use without with ready attribution is what I'm trying to say. And then the other option would be a file from a URL. Alright, so let's look at how we add them from our computer. You just click on the rocket or where it says upload image. It's going to search your computer, find the image that you want, and then say submit. And it's going to pop that image in for you. And then you can actually click on that and you're going to have an options box pop up. This is where you can add alt text. Again, clarifying with alt text makes this page more accessible for your students who may have screen readers. The more specific you are, the better understanding they will have. And then you can also resize it right here, just that easy. Just small, medium, large, extra large, custom. When you're happy with it, say done. It'll automatically resize it. For those of you that are curious about accessibility, you can right here use this accessibility checker, and it'll do a quick scan. I didn't have any issues detected, so yay me. That means it's currently accessible to my students who may have ADA, screen reader, things like that. All right, so into the video now. Video, you can actually add video a few different ways. We're going to start out by looking at this one right here. So this is the upload media option. And you have options here to search your course for already imported media or to upload and record right here. So I can actually search my computer for videos that I have saved to my computer. I can also record, and I'm going to cover up my webcam here, but I can actually come in and turn my webcam off. This is great if I just want to do an audio recording. So if I'm a foreign language teacher, or if I have something really in depth that I want to explain the process to, I can actually record directly in Canvas and it'll live on this Canvas page. My students can listen to that audio, or I can come in and turn my webcam back on and I can actually make a video for my students right here within Canvas. The other option I have is to embed. Embed's going to work if I have an embed code. Let's say from YouTube. I'm going to go grab one real quick. So I'm at this video. If I right click on the video, I can copy the embed code, and then I can come back here and paste it. So that just pasted that in, just so you can see. And hit enter, and let's go back and look at those other options. So the other options there were to upload. That's actually going to be uploading a file from my computer. In my opinion, this is a little bit slower, but if you only have the video on your desktop, this would absolutely work. It may just take it a few more minutes to load. So you want to be aware of that. And those options will pop up for videos as well, and you can resize it. So I could say large, and that will resize it. Again, it's loading. So let's look at the other options while that's loading, and we'll come back and check on it. The other way that you can add video is actually right here. And those of you that watch the video on adding items from your Google Drive, this little icon is already familiar to you. But this is basically an app, where we're treating it like an app. So by using this icon, you can search Commons, Google Apps, Khan Academy, Quizlet, TED Ed, and YouTube. So for those of you who are Khan Academy users, you click right there. And what I love about Khan Academy is that it's broken down by category. But let's say math, 6th grade, and I'm looking for a decimals video. There's 3 different decimal videos. I like this one. I can pick the size. I'm going to go medium, and it's going to actually pop that video on into my page. Oh, and there's the one I added for my computer. It has loaded, and it is there. It is still a little small. Oops. Let's see what extra large is. There we go. Okay, that looks better. All right, and the last way that I can add or not the last way, but another way I could use is I can also search from YouTube. With YouTube, you either need to be very specific or you need to have the link. That's just my opinion, because if you type poetry in, there are tons of videos on poetry in YouTube, and it's going to take you some time to search through it. I'll show you what I mean. So it's going to find lots of different videos. You have to have a really good idea of the one you're looking for. So this is why I recommend you either already have the link or you know the full title that you're looking for if you're going to search YouTube. But you can add videos directly from YouTube. You can also use the right click and copy embed code that I showed you. You can also add videos from your desktop, and you can also record directly within the Canvas window itself. So you have several options when it comes to adding media to your content pages in your Canvas course. Make sure that you scroll down and make sure you save and publish the page so that it is visible to your students. Now, let's come back home because this page doesn't exist anywhere where my students can see it. It lives right here in this pages, but I have that where my students cannot click on that. That's what that eyeball means. This eyeball, it indicates either that nothing's published, there's no content available, or my students don't have access to it. So you can see here it says disabled, not visible to students. Why? Because I want my students going through modules. I want them going through the content in the order that I've provided it to them, so that there's an organization factor and a structure to the information that they're receiving. But because I already made that page, I can come here, click the plus sign, select page, and now instead of hitting new page, I can actually find it here and say add item. So that's showing you just a little bit different way. If you've watched the other two videos, again, you know my usual preferred method is to work directly at the module level, but you can work from the pages level as well. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out to any member of Digital Learning Services. We'd be more than happy to help you.